what I'm doing. I'm currently in my pajamas, so I don't know. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I was just kind of like bored tonight, so I felt like doing this. And honestly, don't know. I was kind of like surprised just looking at the tweets. I was actually kind of surprised about why Jin tweeted it in the first place. Interesting. I wonder what the heck is going on. Like, if I don't know, man. Like, what are they? What are they even trying to like do exactly? Not sure. Mm-hmm. Um. Wait. Now, um, for me, actually, I I tweeted this earlier, but my favorites would probably be Magic Touch and Namae Oshiete for personal reasons. But I was really surprised that a lot of people are answering Magic Touch, considering, I don't know, that there are a lot of like people who had mixed opinions about that when that first came out. I don't know. Um, but yeah, I think for me, I, as much as I like Kimpuri's very traditional idol-like music videos or songs in general, just my other music preferences outside of Kimpuri would be more edgier types of songs. Um, so whenever they do something that's very different from their usual, so I personally just really like that. And that's why when Magic Touch happened, and I remember this was around the time that they still don't have their their official social media stuff. So this came out on Universal Music's YouTube channel. Um, and but before that, what they usually do is they see it on the morning news first before they actually post it. And I don't know, but I was just kind of like pretty surprised when I saw the clips in the morning news about this. And I don't know, it was just like really kind of like fun. I was kind of like surprised when I saw parts of it. And then I think what I was really surprised the most was when they transitioned from the first stanza to, what do you call this, to the chorus that Ren was singing. And I really liked that transition. It was kind of like different for them, and also different, yeah, it was kind of like different coming from them. So that's one thing. But yeah, I think for me, just that. And then Namae Oshiete, I think I like it because, again, it's another dance song, and at the same time, I don't know, I just really like everything about that particular video in terms of looks, in terms of how they did the entire video, in terms of just the lyrics of the song is kind of like just fun. And I think it's also the reason, like another reason is because it wasn't, the collaboration was, it wasn't really more of just a song. Biased kasi si Kaito nakahat. Pero tama naman. I think it was really not more about the song for me, but because of what it meant for their career. That's why I really like that video more. So yeah, other my least favorite would probably be joke. Ano ba? Um I don't even know how many music videos they have so far. But let's see. I think my least favorite would be Kimi wo Materu. I think Kimi wo Materu would be my least favorite just because it looks faded. Memorial's funny in terms of the title. I remember in 2018. In 2018, when I first saw that their second single was going to be named Memorial, I was kind of laughing so hard at the title, and at the same time, I I also found the visuals for this funny, cause memorial and then there's a white car and then there are flowers everywhere. So it was kind of like really really weird for me. But the music video for this one I actually really like the whole like POV thing that they have going on. I guess it's to reinforce, like for example, from Cinderella Girl, it was really more of like the idol kira kira image that they had, and then for Memorial, it was really more of like tapping more into that idol image that they have. But then for Kimi wo Materu, again, everything about it is just so faded. Like everything. I get the vibe that they're going for. It's just that I really don't like, you can make something like, I don't know, like have a certain vibe. Nag-toothbrush alang toothpaste. Oh, yun nga. Like, para daw pogi pa rin, I think. But it's really more of like yun. Kimi Wataru, probably my least favorite music video, I guess. Next. Koi Wazarai was really fun because I think in terms of the memorials, yeah, I think around the time like Memorial, they were still trying to like stick to the whole like kira kira image that they have. Um and that's why. So it was really more of like Cinderella Girl, but then tone it down a notch. But yeah, it just looks kind of weird. And again, for Memorial, I don't know, I just really don't like the title of that song, of that single, I guess. Like it's so weird. Yeah. Like bathrobes with sparkles. Yeah, yeah. And I don't know. I think yeah, Koi Wazara I really like because of the set and everything, like whatever it is that they have going on there. I really enjoyed that one. As a song, I guess I get the hype for Koi Wazara. It's just that, it's another bright song. So for me, it's really not. It's not like I like it, but it's not like a favorite, if you will. But yeah. Then Maisie Night. Maisie Night, I sort of like have my bias for Maisie Night because or isn't it usually, yeah, exactly, that's the reason why I found Memorial funny, is because they usually use it for like when someone passed away, right? And then the main visual for it is like them in white outfits wearing on a white car, if I remember correctly, and there are so many flowers. So it's like there's really something wrong with this visual. And I remember, I think around the time, like, because I started Cinderella Girl, like being a fan right from that moment, like around prior to debut week, and then fan, and then after hearing about the title of the second single, Up Until Kimi wo Materu, I feel like that was a time that I was a bit lay low as a fan because I wasn't really like liking the releases so far. I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy like an one version of the single just because I really like them. But I think that was around the time that I was sort of like so. And then good thing that Koi Wazarai happened, because I think that was the time that I figured that okay, so I'm sort of like liking that they're not just sticking to one image completely, because I was kind of like worried that for Kimpari, because of their initial image, they're just going to stick with that for at least like a couple of singles. So it's a good thing that they went with like a different direction, not like a little bit like earlier into, I think, what a lot of people expected from them. So I really like that. Yeah, and then yeah, again, when it came to like Maisie Night, I it wasn't because of Miman that I had like a bias for this music video, but mainly because again, I really prefer the songs where they kind of like experiment a little bit. And if I'm being honest, I like the lyrics of Run by Sexy Zone more than Maisie Night. But I feel like, again, it's also a parallel when it comes to the Miman characters that Sho and Kento played. So since Miman is like Jiro's character is really more into the brotherhood side of things, so that's why Maisie Night is also that like being with someone that you can rely on in like an adventure kind of like thing. And then for Run, it was really more of like the emotional side of things. And yeah, but I like Run more in terms of lyrics. When it comes to Maisie Night, I think my main thing about this would be the outfits. I remember Sho saying that he contributed a lot to how the outfits in Maisie Night turned out to be, because he wanted it to look like the police uniforms, that to just so it could be related to to Miman. So yeah, I was just kind of like confused by the shades of the outfits that they had. Because I think like they try like they're all different shades, the ones that they're wearing. It's just that it's not as glaring for some of the members as it is just in general, I guess. I'm not sure if it's the lighting or just the shade of the fabrics that they use or anything like that. But I wish that since they went with a little bit more variety when it comes to like the colors of the outfits, they might as well just made it a little bit more glaring. But I understand that they want a utilitarian like look to it. But yeah, I think it's just a little bit distracting whenever they change their positions dancing and then someone's color just throws off the balance of the entire look. It's more of just the looks, really. So very shallow reason. But yeah, I think for I Promise, I don't get why they had a dance version for this one. Because I Promise is not a song that, I mean, the dance is really cute, but I don't get why they had to have like a dance version for this one. I really like the story version, except for, I think, I just hate the one like with shows like yeah. I hate Shaw's arc in the story version just because of the hospital thing. Like I feel like it's because it's peak COVID at the time, so they couldn't really get like an actual hospital setting for him, but they could have went with like other places. It looked like a morgue for some reason, and I thought that his girl died when I saw the previews for the music video, but apparently not. Like she's just pre-dying or something. But yeah, the set for that kind of really weird. I like how they rented out an entire airport floor for Ren. So that I like. I'm not sure which storyline I like, but though I like how extra they went with promoting I Promise. And I also think that it's because it's around Christmas season, so there are a lot of like music shows. It felt like forever. Like they're every week they're singing I Promise for like, I don't know, it lasted so long. Yeah, since COVID, airport is empty. Then, but I remember them saying that they really sort of like rented. They made sure that like no one would really be around. So I think they really rented out that space. So it's really more of like we can rent out. Yeah, we can rent out the airport for Ren. But let's find like just a random morgue looking place for sure. And yeah, I still find the whole morgue thing funny. But yeah, I don't get the whole like dance version thing for I Promise. So I like their winter outfits that for some reason they wore for at least like 3 to 5 shows at the time. So, but yeah, I wish. What do I wish for I Promise? I'm not really sure actually what I would have wanted for I Promise if they didn't release like a dance version. Yeah, I remember Thea complaining a lot about the coats because they wore that consecutively for like 3 to 5 music shows, and then eventually they changed it up. But yeah, for okay, so in terms of the eighth single, Beating Hearts, I remember everyone half complaining and half amused about Beating Hearts. And I think for me, it is definitely nauseating. I feel like after the entire like Beating Hearts moment, I've only seen the full music video I think once or twice. So, I usually repeat watching like music videos, but then for this one, like I've only seen the entire thing once or twice. I've seen the YouTube version a couple of times. I feel like it's really fun because it reminds me of like since we couldn't travel, it reminds me of I don't know, like 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 the 3D 4D rides that you kind of like watch whenever you're in amusement parks or something like that, where they ask you to like put on glasses and then it's not exactly moving, but your seats are the only one that's moving or anything. That's what Beating Hearts reminds me of. It's really fun in a way, I guess, but at the same time, like I they really just went out of their way to like use a ton of budget for this music video. But I feel like given people's reactions towards it, it's not like it didn't give the effect that they would have wanted. And I actually wish that they could have released the full version for the one they filmed for Pucho. I feel like that would have been a lot better, or they kind of like just meshed both both that and then this one, like a mix of both, because I feel like the Pucho one is definitely just a lot more refreshing to see. It's just white lights and then just the usual angles. I feel like that could have balanced the whatever it is that they're trying to do for that particular video. It's definitely fun, but and I kind of like get the vision for it, but yeah, I mean, Beating Hearts, I like the song. I like that. I like this more, and it's kind of like a waste since the choreography that they showed when they performed this in music shows was actually really nice. Actually, I feel like it's much fit for being performed live. I feel sorry to the producer, but a budget. Yeah, actually, that's the thing. Like, I feel like I'm not even sure. Like, I think are they just trying to like use up the sponsorship money that they got from Pucho for this particular song? I feel like it's definitely like kind of weird how that entire thing turned out. Like they could have used the budget for that for like so many different things. I feel like they're trying for something new. They wanted to try something new, but yeah, and I also noticed that it might have been like not a so good move to make it into like a double, what do you call this? A double A side. Just because I felt the members, I mean, the members' biases towards Magic Touch. Like, aside from Shaw and Kaito, obviously, because I feel like this was really their turf. But then around that time, even the members rarely talked about Beating Hearts in interviews. They mention it because, at first I hated this song, but when I saw the music show, yeah, I think the song itself was really good. The choreography was really good. And it's definitely kind of like sad that it was like since they promoted this eighth single, right? They promoted the eighth single like in just a very short amount of time, because after that we immediately got the album. Um, it's just kind of like a waste because I really really love the choreography for Beating Hearts when they performed it, especially like the whole like shoulder step thing that they do. So yeah, it was just really kind of sad, and I really hope that they just went with like a normal music video for this one. But I don't know, like I feel like they're just trying something out, which is kind of like the thing that I like about Kimpuri though, is they really try to embody the suits. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like the outfits also, it's kind of like it doesn't fit. There's just so many disconnects when it came to like that particular music video. Like the outfits, the vibe of the entire thing, even the costume change that they had, like the from the suits to the other casual outfits that they had. There's just so many disconnects about that particular music video. But I think what I like about this in general, and something that I've noticed from Kimpuri, is that they really embody what Johnny told them. When Johnny told them that just do whatever you want so that they could know, like they would know what would work for them and what would not work for them, or they can just go and experiment on things. I feel like that's the like that's a plus that I would like to like give to them, because they tried this out. They found the end goal funny. Like all of them, I think, posted about this under JWeb, that when they saw the Beating Hearts MV for the first time, they found it really funny. They're not even being sarcastic about it. They're like they're laughing at themselves for having produced such a music video. And I think from there they kind of like learned from that, and then again tried something new. So I guess all artists have that particular phase, and Beating Hearts is that kind of like phase for them. And then for, yeah, I guess again, moving back to like Magic Touch, I feel like I was definitely kind of surprised that a lot of people were commenting on Jin's tweet that they like this one, because I really remember a lot of people talking shit about this release when it was released. And it's not even like there were tiaras talking about it a certain way just because it's not their cup of tea or anything like that. But even outside of the fandom, fans of other groups were also commenting on Magic Touch, saying so many different things. Like I've seen a lot of different comments saying that, so apparently Johnny's is moving to the whole like K-pop genre because of Magic Touch and everything like that. And which is kind of like weird because what they're doing isn't exactly K-pop-ish, it's hip hop. So it's really more of like hip hop inspired. But a lot of people were saying that about the music video. A lot of people were commenting on how different it was or anything like that. I've seen a lot of like tweets comparing it to like other things, and even negative comments towards certain members that I don't want to elaborate on, but I also so yeah, I feel like the contrast between the two, like everyone, but a lot of people, like there are a lot of like mixed opinions that I saw as well. Like people are saying, "Oh, I like Beating Hearts more because of this," and I get that it's more of like a preference thing. It's just that I'm really surprised that a lot of people, which I didn't really expect, like Magic Touch apparently, or maybe it grew on them, especially with how negative a lot of people was when it was first released. Like for me, again, I liked it as soon as I saw it, especially not just because of the whole like dancing thing, but because of, and again, I'm very particular with, like, since for you guys, I think you already know me, I'm very particular when it comes to like the songs in general, and the transition between the stanza and Ren's vocals for the chorus. I absolutely like that. So more so, not really more on just the choreography or anything like that, but even the way the song was done was something that I personally preferred. There are a lot of like questionable lines in the lyrics for sure, but I mean, it's obviously written by foreign people, so kind of like expected the whole like Americanized take on the songs. But even so, like again, I feel like this is something very new for them, and I kind of like understand the members' like bias. Yeah, yeah. I think for the music video, especially, I saw a lot of like Japanese fans sort of like complaining when the second yeah, when the single was finally released and a lot of people got their copies. I remember a lot of Japanese fans tweeting that they should release the full version on YouTube or wherever because of that plot twist in the middle. And I think I've noticed Kimpuri has been doing that after Magic Touch, where in the middle of their music videos, the ones included in the singles slash the albums, there's this sort of like remix that they put in the middle where the tone of the song kind of like changes. And they also did that for Koifuru, which was really funny for me. I mean, it's not bad. I actually really like it. It's just that I found it really funny how on the surface, like what you see on YouTube, it's like a very fun Kira Kira idol song. But then when you watch a full version of the music video, in between that, there's sort of like a remix, kind of like kind of like a part in the middle. So I don't know. I just really admire the way that they're trying to like mix things up recently and just trying to do whatever it is. The second verse, hi Nindy. The second verse of Magic Touch is gold. Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like it was definitely a turn because I remember JP fans freaking out about it. Like I was so frustrated because I remember I was going to get my copy, I think during release day, because we here in the Philippines we rarely get our packages on Furage. Even like for other countries, they get their packages on Furage when they go for DHL. In the Philippines, never. Never. So like I remember everyone freaking out about that on JP tweet. And then when I saw what the fuzz was about for the second part, I was like, it's like a whole like it's not really a disconnected from the entire music video, but it's a plot twist in a way, and I really like the whole like dance break that they did for that. Even the change in terms of the lyrics for the songs and anything. So I really like that. Namay Oshiete. Okay, so I feel like my bias for Magic Touch really shows because I continuously talk about it. Though, okay, before I move on to Namay Oshiete, just another biased opinion. I kind of wish Kimpuri would release like a more detailed behind the scenes footage for some of their releases in the future. Cause first, Shaw can't stop talking about how aggressive he was for Magic Touch. I remember him mentioning before that they even not really argue. I feel like it's more of like a polite kind of argument that they had with the staff because apparently the staff didn't want them to release this single at least this early in their career because of how different it is, but because he was being stubborn and basically everyone else in the group was being stubborn. So that's why they ended up releasing this as early. And then I remember, I retweeted something earlier about Shin from Stones, where he talked about, he attended Kimpuri's concert, one of Kimpuri's concerts, and then Kimpuri had an after concert meeting, and everyone was like sort of like throwing like their opinions on areas for improvement, anything like that. And Shin commented that after that, like everyone just sort of like dispersed. Like there was no kind of like okay, relax moment after a meeting. It was really more of just everyone being so focused about how they can improve on the next show or the next live or anything like that. So I want to see more of that. I hope that they release some sort of like footage of that in the future so that we can really see how it is for the members. I was kind of like disappointed that they didn't do that for the Land concert because that instance was so unique. Like it was planning a concert for a live stream, which is definitely different from, you know, planning out a concert for with a live audience. So it would have been kind of like interesting to see like how they adjusted everything and how they planned out everything and anything like that. So yeah, I feel like I need them to release something a little bit more detailed. I mean, they started doing that for Resense when they did the whole like the making of Resense, blah blah blah. But it's still very surface level. We've only seen like I know parts of recording or anything like that. So again, I kind of like hope that they really go full on for hopefully their fifth anniversary release. I guess they put out something that's a little bit more detailed because I don't know, I'm curious about their thought process and what goes into planning out all these things because I feel like for everyone they really have, you know, their way of suggesting things, especially since again like with Jin being so focused on what do you call this, so focused on just live production, then Shaw saying that he's very overly aggressive when it comes to meetings in terms of suggesting basically everything. And then now we also have Gaito who's choreographing for which still makes me disappointed they didn't stream Resense because I wanted to really see the choreography for body paint that Kaito did. So again, like because of all these things, like they've been trying to do all these things for like deciding on these things. So I really hope that, you know, they kind of like show. And I'm not here to talk about those things. I just want to talk about the music video, but obviously since I'm very talkative, we got into like different topics. But anyway, moving on to Namae Oshiete. It's kind of interesting because I just noticed, oh, it's a teaser. Never mind. Oh, so for, no, Bokura no Great Journey, this was just kind of like fun because they were just having fun. It was just them. And I really like the whole idea between Resense where after they did Magic Touch, which is very different from their usual side, they did Resense that shows both sides to them, which I really, really like because I think what they're trying to really reinforce is they're not one side, like they're not one trick ponies, which I feel like people still kind of like expect from them early in their careers where you have to stick to this kind of image because this is what fans expect of you or anything like that. I think they've talked about this in some of their interviews as well where they said that, you know, they understand that their fans like them initially because of the whole Kira Kira image and everything like that, but obviously they also have something else that they want to try, other concepts, and that's the point of Resense. It's sort of like a turning point for them to show that they have other sides as well that they sort of like planted when they did Naughty Girl and then Magic Touch and then now this. And it's kind of like fun because Bokura no Great Journey and Namae Oshiete, for it to be both released for in within the same album, I don't know, it's just kind of fun like seeing that particular context because Bokura no Great Journey is just, I don't know, just them doing stuff. And then Namae Oshiete, not only is it a collaboration with a known Western music producer, but even the music video for this one was just really, I don't know, it's sending me a lot of Titanic vibes for some reason. But it's really like the contrast of the production and anything like that and the vibe of it. So when it comes to like the whole like duality thing, so they're really trying to like push it, which I really like because again, trying to show off versatility, anything like that. The wait, the dance version for Namayo Shiete had a lot more. Surprisingly, I didn't notice this. Wait, what? It's kind of like weird that they released what is this? That they released a lyric video for Namayo Shiete, and then the lyrics in the lyric video is wrong. Because I feel like this was the old lyrics, or the lyrics that they planned for the song. Because for one of the lines, a reason why I remember it is because it's the line that Sho couldn't sing properly in the recording, so they had to change only to always. And then for the lyric video, it's still it's only. So yeah, so the lyric video is wrong. I don't understand, but yeah, I get the point of it, I guess. But I don't know. Kind of like weird that they released that one. Namayo Shiete recording, blah blah blah. Dance version. Okay. I remember complaining about Sho's outfit in Namayo Shiete just because I don't understand, bro. Naughty Girl. Oh, I skipped that one because it's later into the Naughty Girl was the thing is, Naughty Girl's music video not exactly my favorite when it comes to how it was filmed. Like just the whole filmography of it. It looks weird. I know it's a set because I remember watching the behind the scenes video for this. So it's a set, but it looks CG'd for some reason. I feel like it's because of the lights or the coloring or anything like that. I like the music video like as a whole. It's just that there's just something about how it's filmed that I find weird. But yeah, I like it because it's Naughty Girl. I like it. It's just that there's just something about it that's just so weird to me sometimes. But yeah, I really like that. And Love. Oh, and Love is a favorite of mine as well. I like the whole weirdness of it. Like it's fun. It's fun. They try to do like the whole it's I noticed that, whenever they try something and they feel like it's sticking, they go for it and then they move on to like I noticed with Kimpuri, like what they do is whenever they try to like release an album and they try something in the middle of it. And then once they move on from one album to the next, they're gonna try something new again in between those two albums. Because I remember in between like their first album and then End Love, they kept on doing the whole like what do they call this? Like one shot videos. And they did that with End Love as well. Like the whole like one shot, no cut thing. And then after that, I'm not sure if they've done it again, but not really. So they've never really done it again after End Love. So, and then after that, they tried going for experimenting with their songs and their releases in between End Love and then Resense. So, yeah, I'm kind of curious because now for Resense and then in between like their next album, I'm not sure what they're gonna try next. Because for Koifuru, again, it's back to the whole like Kira Kira image kind of like thing that they have, but the sets are kind of like different. The B-sides for their songs are kind of like different and very mixed genres in a way. So yeah, I'm not sure because that's one thing that I noticed about them. That's what they usually do is in between two albums, they try something that there's a sort of like trend that they do and then it stops. They try something else in between like two different albums. So yeah, kind of interesting what they're gonna probably like do with this. Yeah. Koifuru, oh yeah. For Koifuru, it's kind of like fun for me because yeah, again, it's finally like whenever they do like Kira Kira music videos before, it's usually like the same vibe. I don't know, like if you get what I mean, but it's usually the same look, same, I don't know. But then for Koifuru, like they tried something very different in a way. Like the sets, there's just something very otherworldly about the vibe of the entire thing. And yeah, I don't know. Like again, I hope that they continue to like do it because I don't know. Like before, the sets feel like I don't know. They just use like two sets for for their music videos. So yeah, for I mean for the Kira Kira music video. So I kind of like how there's a lot more for Koifuru this time around. You're my You're My Hero is funny to me. I like the lyrics of the song. I like the song in general. I like the lyric video that they did in collaboration with the people who submitted their sketches. I I feel like the reason why the special movie digest for You Are My Hero is amusing to me is again everybody looks nice and fun except that and it's probably like just my observation, but I'm not sure if Shaw was tired for this music video or he's trying to really push out emotions or anything like that. He just kind of looked tired in this music video and shows on his face, and I don't know, but maybe he's just trying to like really feel the lyrics of the song because I noticed that whenever he sings kind of like yell songs or ballads or anything like that, he tries to do something with his face so that it looks like he really feels the lyrics of the songs. But then for You Are My Hero, I mean, it looks festive, it looks fun, but his expression looks, I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I think so far it's taking them a while to upload their Let's Dance videos on what they call this on YouTube, which is definitely kind of like surprising. Like I don't get it. Like why is it taking so long? I guess. But yeah, I don't know, man. And then yeah, what else? I don't think I missed out on any other music videos. Koifuru. Yeah, like Koifuru, they really went all out with like everything, which is what I was kind of like expecting for their other music videos before. Like if it's because I noticed that the reason why I also like their not Kira Kira music videos before is because they kept on like rotating things or trying different things, right? But then for the Kira Kira ones, it's usually very linear. And then they gave us Koifuru where there are different sets and the sets look different and then the outfits are also different. There's definitely a lot of like very different things happening and stuff like that. And even like the accents for the props and whatever. So it's really like they really went with the budget for this one. And yeah, I feel like that's the reason why I also enjoyed Koifuru a lot. And probably it's my favorite Kira Kira music video of them that I like so far right now. So yeah. Other things, what else? I'm kind of like curious why they suddenly started, like why Jin suddenly asked for favorite music videos. I wonder what's happening. Like, are they trying? What exactly are they trying to do? Or they're just bored. I don't know. But it's kind of like shady. Whenever they do something like this, I feel like something's happening. I don't know. Not exactly sure. But yeah, I'm kind of excited because they're also releasing Honda, I think, on Monday, right? So why do they always have to release something on Mondays? Why can't they release something during the weekend where everyone's resting? They really have to like go out there and just, you know, really disturb everyone while everyone is supposed to be working. But but yeah, yeah, I really really like, I don't know. Yeah, it's just really kind of like fun. So yeah, not working on it. Yeah, probably like resting like the rest of us, and then trying to sort of like, I don't know, like trying to, probably not wanting to disturb their social media people during the weekend, which I highly appreciate as someone who also is in a similar line of work, like who wants to do that during the weekend. Probably like look through comments or whatever, right? But then so far, like, I don't know, like for people who are watching right now, like, and joining me in this very, I don't know, I don't even know why I'm doing this, but for those who are joining me right now, so far, like, what did you answer in Jin's, um, what am I saying? Yeah, well, like Jin's question. Like, what are your favorite music videos from Kimpuri and why? I'm just kind of like curious because obviously I had my own like biased reasons as well, like why Koifuru and yeah, the cute ones where they went all out with the budget. I can like get that because I guess like with End Love it's just really really fun. Yeah, I really like End Love. I have End Love, like End Love videos. Yeah, definitely. And I feel like for the cute, like it's, and those music videos, like they're not just, they're not just like very typical in a way as well. Like there's a fun element to both music videos, and it's really not just very, again, very linear as compared to like the earlier music videos that they have. So yeah, I kind of like get that. I remember waking up so early just to catch the news for In Love when it was released. Yeah, because I remember like Land was like Land was really exciting. The way they promoted Land was sort of like weird. Kimi wa, yeah, I feel like a lot of people sort of like really mellowed during those two singles, I guess. Which is, again, I'm kind of like happy that Kimpuri gained momentum again after those two, because if they continued with those kinds of releases, like probably just my personal opinion, but if they continued with those kinds of types of releases, especially like with Memorial, I understand the intent. It was also the song, right? It was the song for Bukatsu, like the drama of Jin, Kaito, and Genki, right? But I feel like, again, just for the title alone, it's just kind of like really, really funny. Like, I understand how it relates to the lyrics of the song. It's just that it doesn't really give a good impression as a title, especially since it's your second release after your hit, which is your debut single. So it's definitely weird for me. Yeah, Memorial. Yeah, and I feel like Kimi wo Materu, again, it's like the lyrics of that really really fun. No, yeah, Kimi wo Materu is okay as a song. It's just that music video, it's just so pale. Why? I feel like all of the colors that should have went to Kimi wo Materu went to Koi Wazurai after. So yeah, I saw a couple of people answer Memorial earlier, but not as much. And again, I've been seeing a lot of people saying I promise, and I kind of like the trend so far that I've been seeing in terms of the answers, just because I feel like they've been like all of the firsts because I remember Kimpuri saying that I Promise it's the first time that they're doing a sort of like a music video with a storyline type of thing, right? For I Promise, and then a lot of people like that based from the reactions. Magic Touch is also kind of like something that is different for them, and then apparently a lot of people have been liking. So it's kind of nice to see that sorry, the people are liking the experiments that they've been doing so far, especially since again they have a lot of like hand in terms of how it turns out or what's the release going to be and stuff like that. So I don't know, I just kind of like really like that people are liking how they're trying to like how the members are trying to like. But yeah, I'm just kind of like nervous as to why they suddenly ask, because I don't know, and there's a deadline too. Like, what's happening? They could have just like it could have been just like a random question, right? Like them just being curious, but no, there's a deadline, which is on Monday. I think on Monday. I kind of like don't read through a lot of details. Like I forget details a lot. So, but yeah, it's kind of like just really interesting. What else? I think I remember I remember watching Cinderella Girls music video. Not really yeah, I remember watching Cinderella Girls music video. Or no. It's funny because I remember watching Cinderella Girl more on TV because again, Trip during the debut week, so they were on TV the entire week. I remember seeing that more, and then only seeing the music video when I was at the airport on the way home, I guess. Like yeah, because I feel like I think so. Like I saw them more in like their first Mste appearance, anything like that. And then for the music video itself, like I was already at the airport. I remember it was everywhere. Like Cinderella Girl was everywhere during their debut week. Like I remember landing. So I remember that trip in 2018. We went to like so many different places. So we landed in Kansai. We went to Kanto in the middle of the trip. And then we went back to Kansai for some reason. I don't know. It was kind of like weird. We didn't ride the trains in between. We rode planes in between, like just traveled in between the two areas. So hearing it from the airport to the train station and just basically everywhere that we went to, it was, I don't know, it was hypnotic, and I feel like that was the reason why I ended up being at the Ara in the first place. So because you just like I heard it everywhere back when you were there. But yeah, I don't know, like I feel like I just wanted to like just sit down, talk about this and stuff, because personally I'm just kind of like nervous as to why they're doing this. So that's why I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it's that song. It's gonna be that song. And I remember reading tweets about this in 2018. It's weirdly not as popular back then as it is now, where for some reason like every time there's a medley happening. And here's the thing. I'm not sure if like other groups or fans of other groups are just being, I don't know, like are just being ironic, or is it, no, more of like sarcastic about it or anything, that they want their favorite groups to sing Cinderella Girl, or they genuinely just like their groups to sing Cinderella Girl because Cinderella Girl is that song. But I don't know, I just find it really like really funny how for some reason a lot of people already like it, because I remember back in 2018, yeah, it's not as popular, which is so weird. And I think it's probably because even like a lot of people think, I saw a lot of people, they usually think that it's because of Hanahare, but not really because Hanahare had low ratings compared to Hanadan. I mean, because Hanadan is always double digits, but then for Hanahare, I guess it's because yeah, I mean it's not. It didn't get as much hype as Hanadan before, so it's not really because of Hanahare why Cinderella Girl was a thing. It's just that I feel like over time people just genuinely ended up liking it. And also because of the fact that King and Prince as junior units already had their own fan base, and that's why the song had the traction that it had. So it's not really more of like from the drama, but yeah, but I don't know. Like it's kind of like weird. I'm actually thinking about this the other day, especially like looking at their set lists and everything from the past concerts or anything like that. Because for sure, there would be a time where they wouldn't perform or they would stop performing Cinderella Girl already in concerts. Like that would be a thing, right? It's the same thing as when Arashi stopped performing Love So Sweet in music in their concerts. I feel like there's gonna be a time like that, but I wonder when would that be for Kimpuri? Cause like I don't know, cause for them like right now, this early on in their career, Cinderella Girl is still that song. So I really wonder, like, would it be like after their fifth anniversary? Would Cinderella Girl just be one of those nostalgic songs that would be requested once they hit their like 10th anniversary or anything? I don't know. But yeah, it made me wonder. Because like so far, all of their other old songs are disappearing into the set list. Of course, they removed We Are King and Prince already in the recent lineup. I speculate it's because of, and it's just my bias talking probably, but like they probably wouldn't want to sing that song anymore, you know, because they have to change Rokonin to Gonin. I also sing right? Like Cinderella Girl is weirdly enough, the lyrics of that song is just so I don't know. Like it's like you're it's like tapping into that fairy tale story that everyone knows about. It's just that it's from the perspective. It's really perfect when it comes to like the whole king and prince vibe because like it really taps into the whole like perspective of the guy for the situation where I understand like you're going through all of these things, but I'll still be here or whatever because you know it's kind of like that thing like it's kind of like a rehashed version of a fairy tale that basically everyone is familiar with, and maybe that's the appeal of the song. um and yeah, I remember having drama on Twitter about, you know, people talking about, you know, like different Johnny's groups and like singing Cinderella Girl and everything like that. And I was like, it's really fun. It's kind of like amusing in a way. Like some of it was really offensive, but no, they sing anymore. It's kind of boring. Yeah, yeah, I think so. And I feel like, just in general, I mean, I feel sad for. I, it's kind of interesting that because KPQP has always been that song that they sing whenever it's it's like the ending song KPQP, like they always do it, and then their last Shokora they sang that song, and then now they came out with Dear My Tiara, which I feel like is sort of like a rehashed version of it, sort of like a different version of it, but still the same messaging in a way. And again, I feel like Kimpuri does a good job in terms of like setting their faces with like in terms of like how they want to do things without necessarily like removing the element that fans loved about a certain something in the first place. I'm not sure if I'm making sense. But again, like with KPQP, it's not them just ending that not performing that song anymore. It's just that here's a renewed version of it that's more of like our mature a more mature take of our perspective, like our message from us to you in this new song. So I think I don't know, I'm really liking how they're phasing everything so far. And I feel like again, most of my opinions definitely biased mainly because I have an emotional, mental and physical range of a teaspoon when it comes to paying attention to other groups. I've always been like this even for like other things that I like. It's usually just very linear with me. I can't focus on so many different groups or people in general. Like yeah, I feel like that's why even if Kimpuri is from Johnny's, and usually with Johnny's you have like multiple groups that you really, really, really support and everything like that. I can't. Like I have groups that I like, but I can't. I just can't concentrate for so many groups, and that's how you know it's a lot easier to like observe Kimpuri in a very like microscopic manner, if you will. So yeah, so I kind of like what they're doing. I'm not sure what other groups are exactly like doing different or anything like that, but I like the competitive streak that Kimpuri has. Like they mentioned how especially like after them there are newer groups that are debuting, so they said that you know they view them as friendly competition, and that yeah. But I like that this one interview, I think their with interview recently was really good because the interviewer mentioned how for some reason Kimpuri's biggest fan would be Kimpuri. Like they really love their group and each member loves hyping up the other members, but then for some reason when they're talking about themselves they usually downplay themselves a lot. But for example, like if a certain member gets asked about like Kishi or whatever, they really sort of like start hyping up the other members. Naniwa debut will make the competition. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think for Naniwa, it's kind of like interesting how junior groups nowadays, they're the only thing that they're missing is a CD debut. Like they have a fan base, they perform in concerts already, which I feel like is kind of like during back then, juniors were a lot more underexposed. So the competition to really like fight for, so I don't know, like it's kind of like interesting how Naniwa would turn or steer things up a bit simply because they already have a strong fan base as juniors. You know what? My best friend, I hope she's not watching right now because she usually loves to like lurk a lot. But my best friend who I dragged her into Johnny's back when we were in second year high school. And then I was more cartoon back then and she was news. And then when we went to different colleges, we're still in touch. But then her group of friends back then were into Heisei Jump, so she got into Heisei Jump. But then she left. She eventually went into K-pop. So there, and then I think early this year, she went back to Johnny's. So she's back to Johnny's again, and then so her main group for in Johnny's right now is Sexy Zone, but for some reason she's getting into Naniwa, and it's funny because I've been trying to like mess with her and tell her that their CD debuts coming up, everything. So I've been seeing her tweets about them, and I'm trying to like mess around. And for some reason, I just heard from her that she's trying to look into their debut singles, like what's in them, anything like that. She tried to like peep And of course, me being the good friend that I am, I sent her all the details. Just so I don't know. I don't know. I just want to like tempt her, I guess. But yeah, but I understand the appeal. Like for my friend, she's just a lurker. So imagine that just by watching a video of them, she immediately got interested. So I can only imagine. I mean, thankfully, I don't have like I'm really a linear person, so I like them from afar, but I wouldn't be, you know, as invested as I am with Kimpuri. So I'm really more of just an observer. But then I feel so you know what? It's funny. Yeah, because it's kind of like crazy because we never really expected us, like me and my best friend. We never experienced, really thought that we're going to go back to this. Because, yeah, we were in 100, but in Thailand, many people are doing that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I wanted to watch that. It's just that I like Michi a lot. But yeah, I have reasons. I just, I mean, it's not because it's BL, but I just have reasons why I'm not gonna watch it. But yeah, but I've been seeing clips and I get the appeal of the drama. I feel like Michi's doing a great job, and I like him because of I think he's a really good actor as well, whether it be drama or whether it be like something like that, like comedic roles. Because again, I've seen him because of dramas, because of Ren, and then because of show. So, and he really has something to offer, and it's kind of like nice that people are starting to people are getting into the groups because they're liking it so far, especially, yeah, I feel like in Thailand, because BL as a genre is like a really big thing. So yeah, but yeah, I feel like it's well deserved. I'm also kind of like excited for the drama that Kishi and Daigo will be in. So it's a pure drama, and I'm really excited about how it's gonna be. I'm usually like I like period dramas in general. I'll talk to my friend who is also a news fan. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Honestly, yeah. Come to think of it, like I didn't expect. It's kind of funny because I also told myself that I'm never gonna like a group younger. I probably wouldn't like a group younger than me because like I remember leaving this entire thing already. Like I left this when I entered college 2011 or 2012, 2013. I completely like stopped caring about Johnny's. And then 2018 happened, and it took me a while to actually Google how old Kimpri members were. So that's on me, I guess, because I never really imagined that I would be into a group younger as well. Like I mean, Sexy Zone around I think around their age range, so it's fine. And I think before I left Johnny's, I was already hearing more about Kento and Shori at the time. Like 49 was my last drama before I officially sort of like lost touch with new Johnny's and anything, which is kind of weird because I just recently realized that Jin was in 49. So I just went full circle. But yeah, it's just really kind of like funny, I guess. I never really expected it as well. But yeah, I couldn't picture myself like really getting into junior groups. More of just like, yeah, watching them from afar, I guess. I just can't anymore. I'm too tired. Kimpuri is tiring me out. Especially like whenever people it's kind of interesting because recently I've been getting messages not just on YouTube but also Twitter and Instagram that people know me from here or there or wherever platform, and talking about Kimpuri and anything like that, which is kind of like so amusing to me. I feel like Johnny should pay I feel like Johnny should pay me somehow. No, I'm kidding. But I don't know. It's just kind of like fun to meet more people, I guess, in different platforms and to see, because obviously not every fan is on just one platform. It's kind of surprising how some fans, they don't even know like the Twitter fan base exists. Um, they should. They should. Johnny's hire me. No, but yeah, I feel like it's just kind of like surprising to me because I'm active everywhere. So it's kind of like sometimes it's kind of like funny how, for example, someone messages me on Instagram and I tell them that, and they ask me where to find new people, like new tiaras to be friends with. And I'm like, they're usually on Twitter. It's just that they're not on Twitter. So, like, how? Like, there's just so many out there. So many pools of like people out there. It's kind of like very, very interesting. I don't know. It's just fun to like, find more people, I guess. But yeah, they're like everywhere. Just kind of like cool. And yeah, I feel like thankfully, I started to be more active as well because before I wasn't. I was really more of like flying solo, doing these things on Twitter and on YouTube and stuff. But yeah, kind of like fun to like finally dive into Instagram and then Twitter and finding new fans there as well. So there. What else? I don't know. I don't even know why I did this live thing. I feel like Jin's tweet just sort of like triggered me into wanting to make a live, I guess. Because I'm really definitely nervous. Like, why the heck are they asking? Thank you. Thank you. It's kind of like weird because my boss knows about me doing these things because she follows me on Instagram. And even my workmates, it's kind of like so funny how my workmates in Singapore, because we don't have Kinokuniya here in the Philippines, but my workmates, since they have Kinokuniya there, I remember during Shaw's Mag Fest, yeah, one of my workmates, she suddenly sent me an IG message, IG video of her just going around Kinokuniya, just taking videos of Shaw's face everywhere. And she was like, hey, I remembered you, something like that. It's so funny because like, have I shown his face too much on my own Instagram that my workmates who know nothing about Johnny's or J-pop or anything like that can recognize him already? I guess so. But yeah, I kind of like how some of my workmates tolerate me as well. I'm just kind of like sad that one of them, the one based in Japan, already resigned. So, but we're still keeping in touch. It's just that our work Skype chat is not about work. We usually just talk about other things there. And her updating me on Kimpori news for some reason, even if she's not into Kimpori, she suddenly started paying attention to them just because she knows I was a fan. So it's just like kind of like fun. But yeah, it's also one of the reasons why I ended up making videos for. It's actually Hanahare's fault because I wasn't really doing J-Ent videos before Hanahare. It was because I feel like, I don't know, I just got so engrossed with Hanahare then. Hanahare was already, I think it was on its 8th episode. Please, Kimpori, hire me. Hire me. But I remember Hanahare being on the 8th episode already. And I was like, no one's talking about this at all. Like, no one's talking about J-drama. Like, a lot of people are talking about anime for sure. But Japanese dramas, not a lot. And then I decided that video was such a mess. Like, whenever I see that, it's horrifying. I want to, like, put that on private. But it's also my first ever J-Ent video, I guess, so I never really take it down. But it's weird because I have my mic on, but I have my mic on my shirt, but I feel like I forgot to turn it on. So my camera used the just its default mic, which sucks. And then they have the window open. It was so noisy. And I was just talking about Hanahare's first episode to the eighth episode for like 30 minutes, 29 minutes, I guess, for just that span of time. Because I never really thought that anyone cared. So I just decided to like post that video. And for some reason, like, that's when I realized that a lot of people, especially for the English audience, wanted that those types of like content, because it was really hard to like look for JN content that's in English. And that's when I just started. So it's really Hanahare's fault actually that I'm doing this. But yeah, and another thing, I someone messaged me recently that they started buying concert pamphlets because of one of my videos. And I think that's also one of the reasons why, like, when I was trying to see what the land pamphlet or what past pamphlets are like, because they're a lot more expensive than the other goods, I couldn't find any information about pamphlets at all, because I feel like no one's talking about them. So yeah, so it's kind of like nice to help out someone who's like just who wants to know why pamphlets are a lot more expensive, I guess. But yeah, but then yeah, it's just kind of like nice. Also, I just kind of like, I'm really touched whenever someone says that they bought something because I recommended it. I feel like does that make, do I look trustworthy? And no, I'm kidding. But yeah, it's just kind of like fun to just keep helping in that aspect, I guess. Because if I'm spending something, I want people to spend more as well, so that all of us are spending, you know, not just me. No, but yeah, it's just kind of like fun, I guess. But then I also get people blaming me for their purchases. I mean, it's your fault. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, some of my friends have been telling me off already because it's my fault why their carts are like ending up fuller than it should. But yeah, anyways, so yes, so thank you for joining me today's video. I don't know, it was just some impulsive thing, I guess. I just really have a lot of like things that I wanted to say about the music videos, but then tweeting about this would probably end up in a really long thread, and I just don't have the typing power for that tonight. So thank you so much. Thank you for, I don't know, thank you for being patient with me, I guess, and talking to me tonight. But yeah, thank you so much for this, and sorry for disturbing your night. But yeah, see you again. Your review is nice. I'm planning to make a review video. Not really. A haul video? Should I do a baby girl? I hate you so much. I'm planning to do, because I think this is my final haul for 2021, because I feel like the next one I would probably get in January, just because, since before we end this, so I want to like talk about this. It's actually because I tweeted about this, like it feels a lot less soft. Like I thought that it was going to be those ones where it deflates kind of like easily, but for some reason, the more that you use it, the more that it feels squishy. So that's kind of nice, because initially I thought that it lacks what they call this, like stuffing, because that's how it is initially. But for some reason, the more that I use it, the more that it feels fluffier. So that's kind of nice. I also wanted to, I brought my Shirogan at the mall earlier, and then my mom asked me to, like, if I can put something in the bag that I was wearing. So I was like, can you put this in your bag first? And then she was like, so I had to keep a dwarf in my bag right now? Why did you bring a doll when you're going to the mall? And I'm like, I don't know. I just want to take it out. But yeah, I want to do like my final haul for 2021, I guess, because I don't think I've talked about what is it? I think the barf. I just got my barf out, my bis, and something else. My is that my Anan copy? I think. And then the Kaguya-sama stuff that I have at the back. I really like my new pillows. Whenever I see them, I don't know. I'm just obsessed with them. But ow. But yeah. I forgot that I'm tied to my mic, so I couldn't exactly stand. But yeah, I just really like them. So I feel like I want to do a final 2021 haul, though I'm not sure if this was going to be final because, full disclosure, I got Genki's album, which is to be released December 1. I got the Kimpuri 7-Eleven bear thing. I think they're going to start shipping that December 17. But with all the holidays, I'm not sure if it's smart to have it shipped then or by January, so I'm not sure. But if ever, I don't know, probably like do this whole video and then probably that later into the year. But weirdly enough, I also got I bought Kimpuri's Cheer magazine, but then for some reason it still haven't arrived at the warehouse, and I think it's because I bought it alongside the Sanrio Oshi Life stuff. I bought some of them. I like Sanrio in general. Like, I'm not sure if I've made it clear enough, but I like Hello Kitty and Gudetama a lot. Like, a lot. So, I bought an Oshi Life ribbon, penlight ribbon, and what's that? A shop photo frame. So I got that. I got a My Melody doll holding an Uchiwa. Yeah, so sorry. But yeah, I mean, it's so soft. Now, here's the thing. I didn't buy any other Kaguya-sama goods just because they're sold out whenever I try to. And the ones that aren't sold out, I don't really like that much. But then I decided, okay, so if I'm not gonna get those, I'm at least gonna get the pillows. I got two actually. The one I'm keeping. It's like because I don't want to use both of them yet. I just want to like keep one. But then it's so soft. I'm so happy I bought it. I'm just like I don't know. I'm just really happy I bought it. It's like it's really so soft. Yeah. It's so cute. It's so cute as well. I remember like my mom, she walked in my room and she saw this and she was like, "Is this new?" She was just throwing it around. I'm like, "Yeah, it's new." So she hasn't reacted yet seeing my plushies over there. I'm not sure if she's noticed it already or anything like that, but I feel like she's gonna notice real soon. But yeah, I just like they're actually not just heads. Wait, I'll remove my mic and I want to show you up close. I feel like I'm gonna do a video about this, but then I'm just gonna show you up close right now. Up. So, wait. They're actually on their stomach, like lying, like there. So that's how it is. I feel like I'm online selling for some reason, but they're just so cute. I got this as a bundle, actually. Trivia. I got these two as a bundle, along with flyers, like Kaguya-sama flyers. So, and they're actually a lot cheaper collectively as compared to this one. Naka-unplug ata yung mic. Wait lang sis. Ayaw nga. Sorry. Thanks po sa aking IT operator. Hello? Ayan, okay na ba? Ayan, kaplag na po ulit. Pero ayun, yeah. So, these ones, actually, again, bought them as a bundle. Like this one, this came with Kaguya-sama flyers, but they're actually a lot cheaper as compared to this one. I actually bought another version. Wait, it's here. The other one's in a plastic because I don't want to like this one. So this is the most expensive one, I guess, which is kind of disappointing because they released this through claw machines in Japan. And for some reason, obviously, because people, the hype and everything, they started selling it. And the prices were not that funny. But I was kind of worried that the prices are gonna spike as high as how Kimpori's Chokoris are now. So I bought them. But yeah, but this one definitely a lot more expensive than those two plus the flyers combined. This one so I guess. Yeah, but also around that, which is kind of funny because I fell. Kaicho was not having it anymore. But Kaguya, like the Kaguya version of this one, it's just around, you can get two for 900 yen. Like a bundle. And they're definitely just around, I don't know, like a lot cheaper. So it's definitely sad. Like why Kaicho is a lot expensive. I blame Sho for this. I blame him for how expensive the Shirogane one is at right now. I feel like it's a lot more expensive now compared to the ones that I currently bought. Because these ones, I tried to really look for a seller with the cheapest offer at the time on Yokyo. Yeah. And that's how I ended up getting them. But they're still not as cheap as I hope they would be. So, yeah. But these ones, I'm really happy about these ones. I mean, this is so cute. Like, whenever I'm trying to, like, watch something and then it's there, I feel like it's watching with me. And I don't know, it's just so fun. Plus, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but I really like weird-looking dolls. I mean, you can see my plush over there at the back. I call that one Hana because of the flower that it has. It's from my aunt. And yeah, I like that one. I have a Gudetama one. Gudetama also looks weird. I have a small Darth Vader plush toy at the back as well. So I like really eccentric looking dolls. So no wonder I bought these two as well. So yeah. But this one definitely, I'm so happy that I bought this. And yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like sad I haven't bought like the other goods, but I probably would get them in Mandarake anyway, or Mercari in the future. But yeah, not too keen, I guess. Because whenever I get small trinkets, I just end up like keeping them. So I'd much rather have ones that I can use right now. Also me, buy dolls. But yeah, I like the dolls because like they stay on my table. So yeah, I said earlier that I was going to stop, but then yeah, so sorry, so talkative. It's like I can't shut up, but but yeah, again, thank you so much for joining me tonight. And oh, so now you can see how untidy I keep mic my mic cord. But yeah, thank you so much for today. I hope that we find out why Kimpori is asking about MV stuff. I hope they don't have anything crazy that they're planning to do. No, kidding. It's just kind of like making me nervous whenever they try to do something like this because I feel like they're doing something. But yeah, good night, everyone. Thank you so much, and thank you for joining me. So, bye. Aggressively waves. Bye, bye.